this video, as I promised in the previous video, I'm going to fix the footer problem and change the theme of the page. So as you know, this footer is been displayed here. I want to get it displayed here. So I've write down few of the steps that we can use to fix it. So first of all, we are going to wrap the entire body code inside another div element. So that div element, I'm going to assign it a class of a wrapper, so that I'm wrapping the entire body code inside a div element. So I'm going to quickly open my page.jsp, which is my master page, and the content, this body content, I'm going to assign it a div element. I'm going to assign it a class of a wrapper. So wrapper is the class that I'm going to code in CSS. So this body has been started here and is getting closed here. So I'm going to paste that div here. So this is the first thing that we are going to do. We are going to wrap entire code of our body inside a wrapper element. Next thing, now I'm going to wrap the page content in another div element. I'm going to assign it of a class of a content. So our page content starts here. So that's the benefit if you start commenting your code everywhere. So this page content comes here, so I'm going to assign it div, and I'm going to assign it as a class of content. And this content just get closed before your footer. And if I do Ctrl Shift F, our codes get formatted. So you can see in my page content, I've wrapped this entire page content inside another div element called as content, and the entire body is been wrapped inside another div element, and the class that we are assigned is wrapper. So now in my next step, since we'll be using percentage to assign the height, so we have to assign the percentage of 100% inside the body and the HTML element. So we are going to open our myapp.css that we have created initially. Yes, myapp.css. Body, the padding top is already 70 pixels, but I want to assign it height of 100%. Because if any other element that we are assigning inside body and we are calculating percentage, it needs to know from where it should calculate the remaining percentage. So it is going to calculate from your HTML and body. So that's why I'm assigning a width of 100%. So if that div element is, say, we are assigning 80%, so that 80% would be 100% of your HTML element. So if it is 100 pixels, it would be 80 pixels. So that's why we need to assign this 100%. Now we'll be adding the CSS styling properties to fix that footer problem. So first of all, I'm going to go at the end, and I'm going to write a comment in CSS, custom styling. So the first class that I'm going to code is wrapper. So wrapper wraps the entire body element. So for this body element, I am saying, okay, the minimum height that should be used would be 100%. So that 100% will be calculated from your body, the body that is being used to display here. So here I'm going to say, okay, the minimum height that should be used would be 100%. And the next property that you are going to code is position. Why we are using position as relative? So that inside this wrapper, if I want to position any element at any location, I need to use this property called as relative. So after doing this wrapper, I am going to code our content. So for content, I'm going to assign it a value of padding bottom. Now why padding bottom? I will come to that also, but before that I will open my footer. I'm going to add here another class called as footer. Okay. Let us view what has happened till now. See, nothing has been changed yet. If I go to contact, It is also been displayed here. Why? Because I have not assigned a footer with position of absolute, because I want it at the bottom. So I'm going to assign that quickly. That's why I've added that footer class here. So I'm going to open my map.css. I will code this content also, but first I need to explain why I'm coding that content also. So I'm going to assign that footer class with the position of absolute. Means this footer is inside our wrapper, for which we assign the position as relative. It is in absolute position, but from bottom it is 0. Means it should go in the absolute bottom. Now if I do a control F5, now see it is been displayed here. Okay, and similarly if you go to about, it is been displayed here, and if I go to online shopping, it is displaying here. So I need to fix it. So to fix it, I'm going to say, okay, the height of this footer is 60 px. So I'm assigning a height of 60 px to that particular footer, and this extra space that I'm getting is because of that margin that has come with the CSS. So this is the margin, this is the top and bottom margin which we are getting. So I'm going to say, okay, I don't want any margin, I'm going to simply do it as a 0 for our footer element. This is a footer element and this is a footer class. So I'm going and assigning margin as 0. So now if I do a refresh again, going to about, control F5, so that extra spacing has been gone. So height and everything has been assigned. And now if I write here, so position absolute, bottom 0 and height 60 pixels, and I'm going to say padding bottom is 60 pixels, which is nothing but the height of the footer. So wrapper, footer and content, as well as I've removed that margin which is assigned for your default footer. If I do a refresh now, it has been displayed here. Okay, contact, if I go to online shopping, it has been displayed here at the bottom, and for about, it has been displayed here. So let me check what has happened here. So I've assigned minimum height as 100%, and I've assigned, okay, I've given here width. That's the mistake I did. So I should have given here as height, not width. So here if I do a refresh now, okay, you can see it has been fixed at the bottom. So it is based on your HTML. Since it was given width, it was not fixing it below. Now I've assigned it height, so it is gone here. Now if I go to contact, again it is here, and if I go to online shopping, you can see the footer has been fixed at the bottom. But it is coming to attach to this one. So what I will do, I will say from bottom just lift it up by say 15 pixels. If I assign this 15 pixels, control F5, and see it has come up, and the scroll bar is also gone. Here also it has gone, and if I go to online shopping, here you can see. So that's how you can fix the footer problem. So make sure you are assigning HTML height and body as 100%, 100%. You are assigning wrapper, content and footer. So this wrapper in which you have wrapped entire your body element, this content in which you are wrapping up your page content element, and you are assigning to your footer or another class called as footer, and this footer you are assigning as a position absolute. From bottom you are lifting it up by 15 pixels and the height of your footer, and padding bottom would be 60 pixels and height would be 60 pixels. So that's the code that you have to do for fixing your footer. Now in my last step, I'm going to show you how to add a theme to the project. Now for adding a theme, you need to go to bootswatch.com. So I will quickly go to bootswatch.com. So given wrong name, so it is bootswatch.com. So I've come to this bootswatch.com where you can get free themes for Bootstrap. So there are various themes available here. You can select any one of the theme for your project. So you can look for yourself. So I'm using this readable Bootswatch theme. So you can see how it looks here. So now you want to use this theme. So you can go back. You can click on this download link. It will give you this CSS. So all you need to do is to copy this. Okay, or you can save this CSS also. So I prefer it copying it this way. Control A, Control C. Then if you directly try to paste it in Eclipse, it will unnecessarily hang your IDE. So what I do, I usually open any of the text editor, Control N, Control V, and I'm going to save it inside my project. So the project is inside my D directory, or I can simply copy it in desktop, and I'm going to say it's bootstrap readable theme.css. I'll save it. Okay, so the entire code has been put in a single line. I'm gonna go to desktop. I'm going to copy this, or simply I can cut it. Go to my this CSS, right click, and I'm going to paste it. So this bootstrap readable theme has been added. Now I need to link this in my page.jsp. So I'll open my page.jsp. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna add a comment also. And here, so this I'm going to assign it the name readable theme.css. So bootstrap readable theme, which I copied from bootswatch.com, and I'm going to quickly refresh my this entire page doing Control F5, and you can see the theme has been changed. I'm getting a different font. Okay, now if I click on about, you can see my menus are active. If I click on contact, even contact menu is active, and the footer is at the bottom. So about, online shopping, and where the content is more, the footer is also at the bottom. So this is how I've added a Bootswatch theme for Bootstrap. And now in the last part, whatever changes I've done till now, I'm going to commit those now. I'm going to go to my Git dialog box, right click, commit, open Git staging view, select entire, drag it to stage changes, completed the interface, theme, and other issues. We'll commit, ask for credential, okay. So all the changes have been committed on GitHub. Now you can take it further from here. Now you can add more pages. So all you need to do is to have request mapping, and you can create other pages as well to view a single product and all those things. In my next part, I will be showing you how to link your backend project with the front-end project. So backend project will be giving me data which I am going to consume in front-end project. So for consuming, I am going to use AngularJS to get the data from the backend project and display it in the front-end project. Thanks for watching.